Okay. Good evening. So today we're going to revisit, this whole week, revisit our warriors. And I'd like to start by telling you the story of the yoga pose, the warrior poses, the story behind it. And it is about Lord Shiva, considered the first yogi, who was married to Seti, a incarnation of Parvati, of Shakti, the divine feminine, and her father was a king. And Shiva and her father did not get along. They were actually rivals, enemies. And there was this event, the puja, which is a worship festival happening that the king was in charge of, and he did not invite Shiva or his daughter, which was a grave insult. And so Seta was so upset over this, over the insult that her father gave to both her and Shiva, that she threw herself on a pyre. Luckily, the god of fire would not allow her to burn. But in revenge for the act of throwing herself on the pyre, Shiva went after her father. He was enraged. He was not just angry, he went insane. He took oils from his body and a lock of hair and threw it to the earth, and up from the earth came warrior one. Then he set the warrior on his mission, warrior two. And then the warrior charged into battle, warrior three. And the result was killing the king. But then, of course, Shiva still didn't have his wife. Luckily, as I said earlier, Agni saved her body from burning, but she had killed herself. And Shiva asked the celestial gods to help him, and they brought her back to life. I am telling you the very abridged story. These stories are epic in length. And eventually returned her father's life as well. And the moral for me, as I look at this story, is that we should never let our anger turn into hatred, and never let that hatred fuel revenge, because it doesn't solve anything. And in also the fact that we had the power within us to solve the problems, to meet our challenges. So that is our little story for tonight. So just close your eyes, come inside, and let's have a short pranayama. Take a deep breath and a slow, long exhale. Inhale and exhale. And continue at your own pace, thinking about inhaling new life and letting go of everything that gets in the way. Let go, let go. Return to your natural breath. Slowly open your eyes. Bring your hands alongside your hips. Your back should be long and straight, crown of your head reaching to the sky. Walk your right arm away, your hand away. Lateral stretch to the right, bend your right elbow. And stretch, feel the stretch. Inhale, and on an exhale, place your left hand forward of your right knee. Come to parallel arms. Look forward, nice, long, straight, flat back. Inhale with straight arms. Bend your elbows and fold. Exhale. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale on straight arms. Slide your fingers back to your knee. Left hand on right knee. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Place your left hand on your right thigh, your right arm alongside your right ear, and stretch to the left. Feel your stretch. Feel your body opening up. Inhale, both arms up to center alongside your ears. Exhale, send them back behind you. Interlace your fingers, knuckles on the earth. Open up your heart. Little baby back bend. Inhale, and on an exhale, you're going to fold over your legs any amount. Inhale, unfold. Release your arms. And we will do that on the other side. Left arm walks away, right comes alongside your ear and stretches your whole right side body. Bend your left elbow. Inhale, place and exhale, place your right hand forward of your left knee, parallel arms. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, slide your hands to your knee, right hand on left knee. Turn to look over your left shoulder. Feel your spine getting taller on your inhale and twist after your exhale. Place your right hand on your left thigh, left arm alongside left ear. Stretch in the opposite direction. Inhale, both arms up to center. Bring your hands back behind you. You're going to lean on your wrist. Your fingers are pointing forward. Your heart is opening a slightly deeper back bend than we did earlier. Your nose to the ceiling. Let's do 3, maybe 4 dragon's breath. Here we go. Ha. 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 Once more. Ha, push off, spring off your fingers, fold forward. And unfold. Right. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Right, and shake them out. Rotate your legs and shake them. Okay. Come to Dandasana, the staff pose. Let's take a sun breath or two. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring the energy down to your heart. Bring your right leg into your chest. Open it out to the side. Square your shoulders. Arms alongside your ears. You're going to inhale, and on an exhale, engage your abdominal muscles and hinge from your hip joint all the way down over your extended leg. Any amount, you do not have to come all the way down to your leg, just as far as your body. It's still early in class, do not push. Look up. Release your right arm. Follow your hand as it reaches up for the sky, as it comes down alongside your right hip. Use your left arm as a propeller to come up onto your right shin. Send your left arm alongside your left ear for a full side body stretch. Use your left arm to guide you down to sit. All right, let's do the other side. Bring your left leg in, open it out to the side. Bring your arms up alongside your ears. Inhale, and on an exhale, engage those abs and hinge over your leg. Look up, release your left arm. You're following your left hand as it reaches up for the sky. As it comes all the way around and lands alongside your left hip, use your right arm as your propeller to come up onto your left shin. Arm alongside your ear, stretch from your toes to your fingertips. Open up your heart. Let your right arm guide you back down. All right. We're going to come on to our hands and knees. And we'll start with some cats and dogs. On an inhale, you're going to curl your spine towards the mat. Exhale, cat spine. And continue at your own pace. The slower you go, the more you'll be able to feel your spine and all the changes it makes from the arched cat to the curved dog. Next time you are in a cat spine, pause, and then bring your hips to your heels for a child's pose. Come back up to table pose. Remember your alignment in table. And walk to the front of your mat. Send your right leg back behind you. The ball of your foot is on the mat. And you're going to swivel your right foot on the mat. Make sure the arch of your right foot is opposite your left toes, and then fan open to the left. And maybe you'll look up at your right hand. Bring your right hand back down to the mat, your right knee down to the mat. And we're going to do that on the other side. Send your left leg back behind you, swivel. Check your feet, fan open. And bring it back down. Right. Send your right leg back behind you. Lift it hip high. Use the back of your forearm to make sure your hips are even. And then release your left arm alongside your left ear. So feel this pose. Feel your fingers going one way, your foot stepping on the wall behind you. You're using your core muscles to help with this balance, to keep you away from the mat. This is the feeling of Warrior 3. Bring your hand down, bring your knee down. Left leg goes back. Lift it hip high. Check your hip alignment. Right arm alongside right ear. Again, feel the power of this pose. You're on your knee, but you're doing exactly what you would be doing in Warrior 3 in terms of your core strength and your balance. And bring it down. Send your right leg back behind you. Lift it up hip high. Left arm alongside left ear, and we're going to do a little core building here. So bend your elbow, bend your knee. Inhale, and then on an exhale, your elbow comes towards your waist, your knee towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Continue about 3 more times at your own pace. And bring it down. Okay, other side. Left leg goes back. Good. Lift it hip high. Right arm reaches out. Hold the balance for a moment. Then bend your elbow, bend your knee. Inhale, exhale, curl, elbow to waist, knee to nose. Inhale when you lengthen, exhale when you curl. 3 more times. and then you'll bring it down and come to a child's pose. You're going to come up to stand on your knees. Right. Okay, step your right foot forward, your knees bent. You're going to walk it away a little bit. You're going to bring your arms up, and as you swing your arms up, you're going to slide your hips forward. As you bring your arms down on an inhale, you're going to straighten your leg. Bend on the exhale, straighten on the inhale. And you're going to bring your knee back down, and we'll do that on the other side. That's just 3 times. Right, walk your foot away. Inhale, exhale, slide forward, lift your arms up. Inhale, arms come down, legs straighten. Twice more. Inhale, whoops, no, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. Bring your leg back down. All right, we're going to do some knee down warriors. And we're going to come back. So that was just what we just did, helped us to loosen our hips up a little bit. So, or a lot. So step your foot, you're on the floor, your knees bent. You're going to walk your right foot away a little bit so that there's a bit of an angle on your back leg. So imagine you were on your feet, you were standing in Warrior One legs, Virabhadra 1. You're going to send your arms back behind you, and you're going to bring that warrior up from the earth, your arms alongside your ears. Warrior ready for victory. Inhale. And then exhale, bring your arms inside your legs, your right leg. And fold, bend your elbows, let your head come down for a humble and devotional warrior. Straighten your arms, look forward, come to a flat back, lift your arms up, back to Warrior One. Send your arms straight out from your shoulders. Heel toe your right leg in line with your left knee. Walk your foot away. So again, imagine you were standing. The nice thing about doing this on our knee is that it allows us to get our hips in a better position for Warrior Two. A little bit easier. So square your shoulders, send your arms straight out. Your right knee must not cave in over your toes. Look over your right hand to size up your challenge, to develop your strategy for warfare, to meet your challenge. Bring your left arm down. Your right arm up. This warrior really wants peace. Peaceful warrior. Come back to Warrior Two. All right, good. And you're going to heel toe your foot back to where you started, and then place it back on the mat. We'll do that on the other side. Step your right leg forward. Enough so that you have that slight angle like you would if you were standing. Inhale, exhale, inhale your arms all the way up. Warrior one. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands inside your left leg. Bend your elbows, bow your head, devotional warrior. Every warrior needs a little humility. Push your hands into the mat, lift your arms up alongside your ears, slide forward just a very little bit. Allow your upper back to arch just a bit. And then come to your mountain spine. First, bring your arms down by your side. And let's do it a little differently on this side. You're going to heel toe your foot around to be opposite your right knee first. Knee over ankle or behind it, not in front of it ever. Knee rotating outward. Arms out into warrior two. Shoulders are square. Look over your left fingers, sizing up the challenge. Bring your right arm down. Declare peace. Bring your arm back down. And then heel toe your foot back, bring your knee back down. So warrior three now, okay? So we'll see how we can do warrior three on our knees. Arms alongside your ears. You're going to hinge again from your hip creases, so your hips are going to go back behind you. Arms up. Inhale, exhale, begin to crease your hips, begin to send your hips back behind you. And you're going to go any amount. Your goal is to have your arms alongside your ears reaching forward as if you were charging into battle. And then let your arms lead you back up. Bring them down, back down by your side. Okay. So let's come up to stand. So I would like to ask you to grab a chair. If you have one handy, you can get, Bill, can you get me that chair, please? So just have it, or you can even have a, thank you. All right, so what we're going to use the chair for is warrior three. If you feel you would like to use the chair. So put it at the head of your mat. So before we go into all our warriors, the first thing we should do is work on our warrior three, because that's the most challenging of all the warriors, right? So warrior three is a pose in which the crown of your head down to your heel is on a straight line like a plank. So come up onto the heel of your right leg and then lean a little bit forward, just the way your leg is leaning back behind you. Bring your arms alongside your ears. So your leg doesn't come up any more than your torso goes down, right? So it could be, this could be all as far as you go. You could go a little more, you can go a little more, you can go a little more until you come horizontal with the mat, but that is not your goal. That is not what you must do. That might be your goal, but you're going toward your goal. You don't have to end in it. So that is the idea, to keep, think of a seesaw, right? So you're bending over the fulcrum, which is your hips. In Warrior 3, another thing that's important to remember is that unless you come forward like any warrior, unless you're willing to step forward, you're never going to move forward. You have to be willing to allow your torso to go forward. That's the part that is the people are hesitant about. But you have to take a risk to be a true warrior, right? Okay, so that is one way of getting into Warrior 3. Another way of getting into Warrior 3 is to bend your knees. You'll step, I'm stepping my right leg back, one hand on each thigh. And you bring your weight over the left leg. And you use your hands to help you lift your back leg. Your left knee will be bent a bit, but that's okay. We can cheat a little bit if it helps you to get into Warrior 3. All right. So another Warrior 3, if you had blocks, I would instruct you, I didn't put my blocks out, to take hold of the blocks and bring your weight over the block to lift your back leg. You can also bring your fingers to the mat. And then bring your leg back down. All right. So my favorite is with the chair, because you'll come into a classic Warrior 3. So what we will be doing is going from Warrior 1 into Warrior 3. Arms up overhead in Warrior 1. You're going to spring off your back leg, bring your hands onto the back of the chair, and bring your weight over your left leg and come in to Warrior 3. All right. So what I did, it was a little bit easier for me to slide the chair away as I needed to. So you can just place your chair a little bit farther away from the mat. So I would invite you to do it on the other side, since we did it only. So pick whichever one you prefer doing and do it on your left side, right? You know, that's how I did it, yeah, on the left side. Good, beautiful. Very nice, great. So fingers to the floor is an excellent idea, and beautiful straight line with the leg, very nice. Okay, all right. Let's come to our mountain pose. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring the energy down to your heart. Inhale and exhale. So before we do our warrior sequence, we're going to do a classic sun salutation. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Send your right leg back, your left leg back to a plank. Now you'll either do knees, chest, chin, or you'll do knees, forearms. Bring your belly to the mat by extending your legs behind you. Slide your hands alongside your breast and lift your shoulders and your head for a baby cobra. Melt back down, turn under your toes, come through a plank or through bent knees to a downward facing dog. Since this is your first dog, while you are in your perfect alignment, walk your dog, bend one knee and then the other. Come back to your dog. Step your right foot forward, your left, Uttanasana. Fly out and up and bring your prayer to your heart. All right, one more on the other side. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold, left leg, right leg, plank. Knees, chest, chin, or knees, forearms, and straighten. Baby cobra. Melt back down, turn under your toes, downward facing dog. On an inhale, step your left foot forward, your right, Uttanasana. Fly out and up and bring your warrior's prayer to your heart, because we're getting ready now for our warriors. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay. Inhale, exhale. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold. Send your right leg back behind you, and you're going to place your right foot flat on the mat for warrior one legs. And this is a great position with your fingers on the mat to check your feet. Your right foot will be at a slight angle. Your left leg will be bent, your knee over your ankle. You're going to push your feet into the mat, send your arms streaming alongside your hips. Make sure your hips are square. Remember how square they were when you were on your knees. And you're going to swing your arms forward to bring that warrior up from the earth, manifesting as a great warrior. Swing your arms back behind you, Yoga Mudra behind you. Inhale, exhale, come forward to a humble warrior. Inhale, exhale, bow down even more for a devotional warrior. Push your feet into the mat as you let your knuckles lead you back up. Release your arms. Think about your back leg and how you are going to step it to the left of your mat for warrior two. Step in to warrior two. Arrange your feet so that the heel of your left foot is opposite the arch of your right foot. Arms straight out from your shoulders. Your shoulders are square. Bring your right hand down to your thighs. Lift your arms up in the sign of peace. No war for this warrior. Come back to warrior. Swivel back into warrior one. And get ready to charge into battle. Use the chair, use the floor, use whatever works best for you. I'm going to bring my fingers to the floor, lift my left legs back up behind me, and then bring my hands to my heart. Place your right foot alongside your left foot, hang over. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Well, here we go. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Left leg goes back behind you. Plant your left foot into warrior one position. Square off your hips. And bring your warrior with your arms streaming alongside your hips. Reach down into the earth and bring him upward, or her. Warrior one. Sign of victory with your arms in this V shape. Open up your heart. Send your arms back behind you as you come to your mountain back. Knuckles reaching down towards the mat. Inhale, exhale, show your humility. Inhale, exhale, devotional warrior. Push your feet into the mat. Come back up to your warrior one. Release your arms. Step in to warrior two. Square your shoulders, extend your arms. Look over your middle finger. We're going to size up our challenge and make a decision how we're going to approach it. We're going to use the powers that we have within us to solve this problem, to meet this challenge. Left arm down, the decision is peace. Come back to warrior two. Swivel back into warrior one. Get ready for your to charge into battle with warrior three. Spring off your back leg. Bring your weight forward over your right leg. Allow yourself, take the risk of bringing your weight forward. And then bring your left foot alongside your right. Uttanasana. And you're going to stay folded down towards the mat. You're going to bend your knees deeply and make your way back down to the mat. Come to sit with your legs stretched out in front of you. Come to Dandasana. Inhale your arms alongside your ears. On an exhale, engage your abs and hinge from your hip creasers over your extended legs. Look up, arms alongside your ears, and unhinge. Bring your arms down alongside your hips, your hands alongside your hips. Send your arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. And to the count of 20, make your way back down on to the mat. Very slowly, very, very slowly. Very slowly. Use those abdominal muscles to hold yourself up in those last, 15 to 20. And then once you're down, flat on the mat, take a breath and bring your feet to the mat. You're going to press your arms are alongside your body. Press your right shoulder into the mat, and on an exhale, release it. Inhale and exhale. Once more, press your right shoulder into the mat and exhale, release it. Let's do that on the left side. Inhale, press your shoulder into the mat, release it. Inhale, release it. Inhale, release it. Now both shoulders at once, press your shoulders into the mat, lift your heart, and release. Inhale, press, release. Inhale, press, and release. Bring your knees into your chest. Place one hand on each knee. Send your knees away from you, straighten your arms. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Inhale, straighten your arms, send your knees away. Do that a few more times. Notice how your back flattens and curls. Notice how you're massaging your ribs and your lower back. Then bring both knees into your chest and make circles with your knees to massage your sacrum, your hips. And when your knees are facing your chest next, go in the other direction. And then the next time your knees are in your chest, just pause and bring your feet to the mat. All right. Going to open send your knees in opposite directions, bringing your right knee down to the right and your left knee, your soles of your feet are touching. And bring your arms into a cactus shape. You're going to inhale, and on an exhale, you're going to send your right leg and your right arm over your left leg and your left arm, like you're closing a book. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale, come to center. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, opposite side. Notice your whole entire back was massaged with that movement. Bring your feet flat on the mat. Your arms are alongside your body, and you're just going to press into your feet. Keep your legs together or just a slight bit apart. Keep your knees in line with your toes, in line with your hip. And you're going to just pulse your hips. You're going to lift your hips and bring it back down. We're not going into a bridge. You're just going to lift and bring them down. Lift, give your glutes a little work, and bring them down. And then bring them all the way back down. Extend your legs, one and then the other. Allow your legs to splay open to the sides. Allow your arms to rotate so that your palms are facing upward about 10 inches or so from your body, your hands. And feel your head getting heavier, sinking into the earth, your shoulders, your ribs, your hips, the backs of your legs and arms getting heavier and heavier, sinking into the earth. And follow your breath throughout this Shavasana as you allow your body to just release to gravity. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Deepen your breath and begin to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a full body stretch. Bring your legs, your knees into your chest and hug them and roll from side to side. And come to center and release your legs and roll over onto whichever side you prefer to come to a fetal position. And when you are ready, come up to sit. And bring your hands to your heart. And my wish for you is that when you are angry, you will not allow it to turn into hatred. That you will not allow hatred to turn into vengeance. That you will look inside for the cause of your anger and find what you need inside of you to meet your greatest challenges. Namaste. Thank you so much.